Hi Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So I've actually lost my voice a little bit, so if I'm a bit croaky, please excuse me. You actually get the Bless card, a very, very beautiful card. It's number 22. 22 is the master number, as above, so below, and that sort of idea of living our life to the highest possible level that we can. It does tend to represent, as a rule, some sort of blessing coming your way. Blessings can be anything: emotional, financial, spiritual. Sometimes it's just an incredible feeling of well-being, grace, essentially. So, very beautiful, has to be everyone's favourite card in the deck, the Bless card. So, Pisces, things are looking good. So what's this about, this blessed energy? So I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'll split the cards online. A lot of people like to see me splitting the cards. Four of Wands behind you. Lovely. Spending time with people that you love. It's a card of celebration, crossing a threshold. The gift is the Knight of Swords, which means there's some sort of news coming your way. The challenge is the Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups is other people's energy. This isn't your energy, this is other people around you. Always quite tricky for Pisces because remember, Pisces, what your sign is about. The other people around you might be feeling a little bit in quite a challenging place of change, by the way. So I'll talk about it more when I get there. But I think for Pisces, because your energy absorbs, it's an absorbent energy, it can be very quite often when other people are challenged, it becomes our challenge. And that's why you need to work with the Virgo energy and learn to discriminate. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what's the Five of Cups about for Pisces? So it looks like other people in your life seem to be going through some sort of grief process. Or they might be a little bit depressed, Pisces, okay? The Five of Cups is, I'm going to talk about ancient alchemy. When you're in the Five of Cups energy, you're in a part of the change process which maybe the people are finding it really hard to navigate. Can you tell me more about the Five of Cups, please? What's the Five of Cups about for Pisces? Now, this is other people's energy, remember? Okay. You got the Death card with it. So it looks like other people in your life, Pisces, are potentially going through some sort of grief process, and some sort of, can be a loss, can be a disappointment. The Five of Cups becomes a difficult card if you don't allow the process. So you get a little bit stuck in the change process, which would be a card like the Seven of Swords. Can I just carry on and I'll come back to this? So behind you is the Four of Wands, which tends to be a celebration card. It's a threshold card. The Knight of Swords is the gift. The Knight of Swords tends to bring news your way. Can you tell me what the Knight of Swords is bringing? I'm wondering if this is what the blessed energy is about. Although you've got a great outcome here, so that's maybe what the blessed energy is about. What's the Knight of Swords bringing? This is getting more bizarre as we go along. The Knight of Swords is bringing news of the King of Cups. Okay. The King of Cups is the highest emotional. I mean, being a Pisces, you should always be aiming for the King of Cups. He sits on his throne, see? He's got the planet Saturn behind him, which is accepting reality exactly as it is. He doesn't drown in the water. He sits on his throne, which means he doesn't get lost in other people's processes. If other people are struggling, he manages to keep his feet very much on the water. So this is the gift. So there's some sort of news coming your way with the King of Cups. I think there's some sort of good news, okay, because of the Blessed card. But other people in your life, Pisces, are going through something. And I'm not quite sure what it's about, but it looks like it's some sort of letting go. Sometimes what happens here is the difficulty is not in the letting go. The difficulty is in the fact that they're actually not letting go, because that can sink people into quite a deep depression. I'll find out more, Pisces, if you just give me a minute. The challenge is a Page of Pentacles, can be a young earth sign person, and I'm sort of laughing at that one. It can be some sort of practical issue with the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles the challenge, please, for Pisces? Can be some sort of new job offer, some sort of business potential. Quite often the Page of Pentacles is about learning a new skill. So birthing something. What's the Page of Pentacles about? One card for the challenge for Pisces. The Fool. I'm laughing even more at these cards now. So this young page might be walking down new avenues of expression with this Fool. Or the Fool is the challenge for you, Pisces, because the Fool is a 0. It's a brand new start. Yeah, it's a brand new chapter in your life. And maybe some Pisces are walking down a brand new chapter, and the challenge is other people might not be that happy about it. So other people might be going through this because there's a brand new avenue of life that you're ready to explore. Underneath the King of Cups is the Strength card. The Strength card is about taming the lion. So this lion can be anything. It can be about our personal fears. So when you tame the lion, we belong to ourselves. And we don't belong to anyone else. We are our own sun. We are our Leo. We act according to our own heart's energy. And we don't allow ourselves to be, we are basically to your own self be true, Pisces. That's exactly what this card is saying. It represents Leo. It represents our 5th house in our birth chart, which always is about our unique expression in this world. And it is about being true to your own self. Individuation. And for some Pisces, that's going to come through maybe having to let go of some sort of relationship from the past. I wasn't really expecting this, Pisces, anyhow. The Lovers is the outcome, so you're back into relationships. Some of you are letting go of a relationship and going to a new one. And the Fool is all about this brand new adventure. It's starting your life again as a 0. The Fool carries no karma. There is a few people in this world, and I'm not one of them, Pisces, I still react, who carry no story anymore, because they're going forward to build a brand new life. you working forward to this new life is a little bit of a challenge, and I think it's because of this energy in your relationships, because sometimes to open a new door we need to shut another one. Or maybe other people in your life, Pisces, are a little bit down. They're not in the best personal place. They're in a bit of a dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul happens when there's a new life that wants to happen and we do not act on it. We go into the dark night of the soul in order to get us to access our light, to overcome our difficulties and to move forward. Can you give me a little bit more insight for Pisces? That was a very intense reading. Give me a little bit more. Give me a whole crowning card for this reading. One card. One crowning card. Yeah, you get the Sun card. The Sun and the Leo card are exactly the same. So they both represent Leo. They both represent self-actualization. All the fire element does. And we're always having to balance out what we need with what other people demand of us. The Sun brings illumination, it brings light, it brings awareness really. And there's no doubt something really quite spectacular happening here. The challenge is going to be around these cards. Can you give an advice for Pisces how to deal with this, please? It's getting even odder now because you get the Eight of Cups. God, some of you are definitely leaving an old life behind and moving towards a new one. And it's a new one based on what your heart truly desires. You know what, Pisces? I've a very interesting insight coming across. There might only be one person that this is for. For some of you, you're walking towards a new life. There's absolutely no doubt about it. None whatsoever. And your advice is to walk because it's Jupiter, which means you're trusting your deepest knowing. It's very blessed. For others of you, you've got someone in your life who's gone through a bit of a dark night here. The Eight of Cups as an advice is very interesting. So I obviously do an awful lot of tarot readings, guys, and astrology. Sometimes if these were my cards, I'd maybe advise the person to do something like Amazonian plant medicine is very powerful. Some sort of inner journey in order to get them moving. And if I had people in my personal life, which I do, that are these cards, I don't try and save them anymore. I try and go, and I offer suggestions, because the Eight of Cups is very much, so classic example would get something to activate the change process in them. We don't have to do it. We don't have to jump in the water with them. I often get people to do some sort of Amazonian medicine, anything like that, that gets them out of this experience, and it gets them moving towards their truth and their joy, because it looks like that's exactly where you're going. Very, very powerful reading, Pisces, actually. I've really enjoyed doing it, to tell you the truth. Deep breath, good luck, lots of love, bye.